Well, I set up a time lapse over here with my iPhone, trying to get something on the shadows, these tree shadows, as they move up into the barn. I'm hoping I'll get something. I don't know. I'll probably a little early, and I'm going to shoot something maybe half an hour and just see what I can come up with. It's Monday. I am back on the Braun Farm property. I come out here every Monday, and I have for I don't know how long, 8, 9, maybe 10 years. I come out here every Monday, and I photograph the farm. I really don't see much change here from week to week, because even though technically it's fall, winter has really set itself in here, and the place really doesn't change a lot once all the leaves fall off. And they've pretty much fallen off the last couple of days. We had a lot of heavy winds. What was left on the trees is pretty much blown away. I'm standing in most of it on the grounds now. So coming out here on a day like today, it's a bright and sunshiny, that clear sky. You can look at that. Look at that. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's about as clear as you can be. And part of that is we get a steady wind. It starts blowing, pretty much blows all the time. I'll be shooting some video and stills of the corn as it blows in the wind. It's got a small patch over there, a large patch over here. Corn doesn't look very good this year. There's a variety of reasons, none of which I'm exactly sure of. Even if there had been a perfect year for the corn, I'm not convinced it would have been a very good year, because there are a lot of deer out here. I'll do some pictures and video in a few minutes and show you what Hey, you hear that? They're not coming for me. Even if the corn were in great shape, if it'd gotten perfect weather, it'd gotten the right fertilizer, it'd gotten the right weed killer, everything had worked perfect for the growth pattern, it would still be a huge problem out here on the farm, because there's a lot of deer out here. I sometimes am rather surprised. I'll be standing out here making photographs. I'll turn around, the deer are walking along behind me, around me, going, "What are you doing here, dude? This is our place. You need to go the heck away." Let's talk about what I'm going to do today. The wind's blowing very heavy. It's got that fall, winter blow. The leaves are all gone off the trees. I'm going to do some video on that. I'm going to do some things I've done before. What's important about coming out to the farm every Monday to see the same place, varying times in the day, but to see the same place one day every week. There's an old saying, I hope you can't hear that. We'll find out. No person swims in the same river twice. Something always changes. The river is always changing. It's always flowing. Everything about the river changes. The person is always changing. The person is never the same as they were the last time they were in the river. So when I come out here, the two aspects to being on the farm on every Monday. One is the farm never looks the same twice. It's always changing. There's always something different about it. The grass has grown, the leaves have changed, there's more flowers in the spring, the corn has changed the way it's been growing. Everything changes. I also have had a different set of experiences for the week. Sometimes it's been great experiences, sometimes it's been experiences not so great, maybe not life-forming or life-changing. But I am different every week, just as the farm is different. What's really important about this is that it's become a good habit, in that it is a challenging habit. I'm challenged. I hate that. All right, let's stop for a minute here. Well, I'm back after having gone off for a while. People blowing leaves across the street were really loud, and I don't know if you could hear them or not, but I could hear them, and they bothered me, so I had to quit. I just couldn't risk that, even though you probably couldn't hear them. I thought you did, so I quit. I went off and made some video, made some pictures at the farm, the Braun Farm. Remember, that's where we are. I went off and made some photographs and made some video at the farm. A couple of things that are okay, nothing spectacular. But I'm out here every Monday. I'm using this good habit, a habit worth having, to be able to make good photographs in places that I know very, very well. Because it's that story I told earlier about no person swims in the same river twice. And I never come out here thinking it's going to look the same. If it were going to look the same, I wouldn't do it. It's never going to be that way. If it were going to look the same, I'd have to go somewhere else. I'd find something else to do. That's the great pleasure about coming out to the farm. Every Monday, every week. Okay, there's been exceptions. I've been on vacation. There's been other great things happening, but That's okay. It's a really good habit to have, to go look at the same thing over and over again, because that thing is never going to be the same twice, and you're never going to be the same twice. And you may bring a new experience, a new life story to it, and it may expand on your life story, and you may get to tell a different portion of its story, whether it be somebody that you talk to, or a farm that you go to, or a place that you go to, or something you do on a regular basis that expands the capabilities that you have. Don't ever think, oh, I've been there before, I'm not going to go do that again. That's when you need to go do it again. That's when you really need to test yourself by doing the ordinary over and over. I think that'll do it for right now. Listen, I'll be back in a minute.